Hi everyone, another video on the Celica. Just one thing I wanted to show you. Basically, there was a leak on the cooling system on the Celica, and the reason for it was this. That's the clamp that was at the bottom, on the bottom radiator hose. Problem with this one, you can see I can squeeze it with my two fingers. It's weakened by there. It's a lot thinner. It's no longer keeping it tight, so we're gonna have to replace it. I haven't found identical ones, but I found a couple which are the same diameter as well, and they are in a good condition, so I'm gonna replace them with these, I think. And then we're gonna bleed the system. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna bleed the system on the Toyota. It's a 1998 Toyota Celica 1.8. I'll get back to you in a minute. Just for reference, this is the one that was on the car. It's hard to actually squeeze it with just two fingers, whereas the other one, but as you can tell, the thickness of this and thickness of that. Right. Bleeding. This is 1.87A FE engine. To bleed it, you have to go and top it up. These are the two replaced clamps. I'm not a fan of replacing it with something that shouldn't be there, but I think they should do the job right, because they are pretty much the same strength as the other ones, just a little bit narrower. And the bottom one was replaced. The top one's genuine. I've got a one spare at the minute because I wanted to put two of the same kind. Right, to bleed the system you have to undo the rad cap. I'm gonna use a kit. I'm gonna link it in the description, so you can get one if you want to. You've got multiple bits for it. This is not the correct one because it doesn't sit deep enough. So we're gonna use this one. This is the blue one. They are color coded. So just put that as type C on this, in this case. We're just gonna go install that, turn it, right, so it stays there, and then we're gonna put this, and we could just put the funnel directly in. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna extend it even further so it's a little bit higher, and then I'm gonna insert the funnel in the top. Right, the whole contraption looks like this. There's almost 2 liters going in there. Well, you can't put 2 liters, but I wouldn't recommend that. I would put a little bit less, and we're gonna go and put some coolant in there. Make sure that in the tank, expansion tank is full, and then just put liquid in there. The stop, we remove that. It's useful when you want to take the funnel with the remaining fluid and drain it somewhere else. Get back to you in a sec. Before we go any further with this, make sure the heater is set on full, because we need the full circulation through the heater matrix inside as well. Switch off the fan, but just the heater on full. There's a valve, that valve is opening the circuit. If we would keep the circuit closed, if it would be on cold or halfway up, it wouldn't bleed the heater matrix, and you could have some bubbles of air left in the system. So make sure you've done that before we start with anything else. To add it up, it should be pre-mixed, since I've already done it before. I'm only topping it up really. As you can tell, the air is escaping, and we need to top it up with deionized water. Still bubbling, After it stops, you just squeeze the hoses to help the air to get out, and then we're going to start the engine. So far it took about just over a litre, I think. See, it stopped now. I'm going to squeeze the hoses. That will produce some extra bubbles, or at least should. That one, the bottom hose now. Once it doesn't produce any bubbles anymore, we're just going to start the engine. We're going to let the pump do the rest. We can also squeeze the hoses for the heating system, but in this case they shouldn't be empty because they should be fine. I'm going to put some more. Don't fill it up all the way, because you're going to find the funnel tilting back if it's not straight. So just do about there and leave it there. I'm going to try and squeeze the hoses a little bit more. Don't think that's going to do much to it. And then we're going to start the car. The leak I had was at the bottom of the bottom hose. The clamp was corroded. It's all dry at the minute, so start the engine and see what happens. Make sure it's in neutral. Make sure this is on. And put your handbrake on and start the engine. There we are. Dead battery. Let me get back to the engine. When it's running the spring in the system, you can rev it up a touch to help the process when it stops bubbling. Not too much, just a little bit. We're gonna let it warm up so the thermostat opens, and then wait for it to bleed more. Once the fans kick in, we're just gonna stop the procedure and restart it just to check, and that's gonna be it. So watch the temperature as well, just to make sure it doesn't overheat. You've got the liquid expanding from the ad. And we're going to wait for the fan to kick in, then we're going to stop the procedure. So the ad's all hot now. So the thermostat is open, let it warm up. It's almost at the right temperature now. Then we will just recheck it. And that's it. But as you can tell, there's still bubbles coming out. Now the fan kicked in. So we know the full system's open and that the fan switch is working. Let it finish. Not many bubbles coming out, just tiny bits of anything. Now we're going to knock the engine off. That always happens after you switch it off. Leave it cool down a little. Don't take it off yet. I've knocked it off. Let it cool down. There are some particles in there. It's not oil. It's just little bits of old coolant because I did smidge it around. And they do sink as well. So it shouldn't be the head gasket. Or it could be as well the rubber grease, because there was a little bit of rubber grease everywhere. So, and it is red, so it could be that. It's not bubbling when it runs, so there's no extra pressure in the system. Let it cool down. The level will drop, because at the minute we got that. We got it on pretty much, well, just over half a litre. Let it cool down, let it drop, and then we're gonna seal it, and it's gonna be fine. And that's gonna be it. I forgot to record this bit. When you've got remaining fluid in this, put the stop in and just pull the funnel off the rest, and then you can put it on your bottle or something, pull that out and drain it into a bottle. And then you've got this contraption sitting on top of the engine. You just wait for the level to drop and you dismantle it up until you've got it all back in the rad, and you just put the rad cap and that's it. Hope this helps someone. Any questions, just write a comment and I'll see you on the next one.